Hello, and welcome to SFA All Access. My name's Autumn, and today we're chatting with the co-founders of the Nac Village, Laura Culpepper and Constance Ingelking. We'll be discussing the history, impact, and involvement of SFA students and alumni within the organization. Thanks for joining us, Constance and Laura. How are y'all doing today?
So we're very glad to be here.
Really? Was this morning rough?
Yes.
You feeling a little nervous?
As always, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to ask you guys some questions about the history and the impact of the Nac Village. So to start us off, what's the Village Nac's purpose, and how did it start, and how did it grow into what it is today?
Well, I would say this is definitely not something that we expected to be doing at this stage in our lives or ever. It came about with some deep needs that we saw in our own family members. I had a son who was struggling very deeply with serious depression and was talking about suicide. Reached out to as many people as I possibly could, and nobody seemed to really have an answer. There were mental health counselors and doctors and hospitals, and usually a stay in a facility is maybe 2 days, 2 weeks tops, and there's just not really a lot of meaningful healing that can take place in that short period of a time. So Constance also, she can talk a little bit more about her son Dan. He was also struggling too, but we were introduced by a mutual friend who knew that we had some similar family struggles, and we just really envisioned an environment that was more of a live-in, long-term situation where you didn't have to feel shame about struggling. When people struggle with mental health issues, that's not something that a lot of people like to talk about. A lot of parents don't like to talk about it, but you need to talk about it. You need to just get it out there. And the concept here is that community is part of the solution. It's not a quick fix. And healing looks different to different people because people have different needs. But maybe you have anything?
Yeah,
No.
would you like to talk about Dan?
Yeah, Dan was a graduate of SFA. Graphic arts was his area of achievement. And he had no prior challenges with mental health. And then a psychotic break took place right before graduation. He did finish his college, but just struggled. In the beginning, for me, I thought his situation was most like a cold. You just get over it. And that didn't happen. He struggled for his entire life, and Dan passed away on the streets of Houston, homeless and unidentified. And it was very difficult, for us, because when we started thinking about creating a safe place for folks to live, we see, that would be so valuable to so many. So we began the journey of going to different places and seeing how other people are doing things. Our favorite place was Community First Village in Austin. And so we had the opportunity to tour that place and then actually take classes and learn and bring the idea and the concept back to Nacogdoches. So it's been an incredible journey, very fast. I mean, everything happened for us in such an incredible speed. We're only 4.5 years old, and we're up and running, and there's 26 people living at the village today. So it's just crazy.
Yeah, so with that, what does a normal day at the village look like now that it's evolved to what it is today?
Well, I don't know if there's not an enormous amount of structure. It's not like people come and they have to go through this regimented day. This is a place to live, and people come with various types of issues. To qualify to live at the Village Nac, you need to either have a mental health issue of diagnoses, or homelessness is another reason for people to stay. Often those two go hand in hand. But we do offer, we are a faith-based organization, first of all. Our mission is to create a healing environment empowered by God's unconditional love where broken people become whole. And we do feel very strongly that there are spiritual roots to everything, but we offer classes, spiritual classes as well as artistic classes like pottery and stained glass, and we have chickens and gardening, and there's all kinds of things for people to do. So as far as a typical day, it kind of looks different depending on the person.
All right. Well, that's beautiful. We're just going to take a quick break. So we're putting a quick pause on this conversation, and we'll continue after the break. Stay tuned as we talk about SFA's current involvement and impact on Village. Welcome back to SFA All Access. Autumn here. We're continuing our chat with the Village Nac co-founders, Laura and Constance, going more in depth on SFA's present involvement with the Village. Welcome back, guys.
Thanks.
So I want to start off by asking, what specific SFA organization is the most involved with in Village?
Well, I'd have to say Laura and I agree that it's the construction management team that has been
sure.
the most active in our area, and they've opened the door for other agencies to come as well. So we love that they're helping us with building of our tiny houses. But we also work with the social work department, which is very exciting for us as well. The nursing students come and make regular visits at the Village. So we're expanding. We have a lot more room for others to come and help us as well.
That's wonderful, really.
Yeah.
I know that I personally did volunteer at the Village, and I had the best time. We painted houses, we painted bathrooms, we painted furniture, and it was honestly really fun. And also just talking to you guys, I had the best time. But let me ask, is there any events that come with the Village? Like, I know you guys were talking about karaoke night that you guys were having. Do y'all like have little events you do with the residents?
You mean public events or private events?
Like private events within the Village and your residents.
Yeah, we have all kinds of things. Sometimes they're spontaneous one-time events, and other times we have, weekly events. In fact, one thing we've just started is our Saturday Night Live. We have a new coffee bar, which is pretty cool. We make cappuccino and a different host every week, where it just opens the floor for conversation on different topics. But we do have a gala coming up, which is, I'd love to mention that May 17th is our fundraising gala, so feel free to spread the word. We're raising money for our second neighborhood. Our goal is to have 7 neighborhoods of 20 tiny homes each. Right now we have our first neighborhood up and running, and second neighborhood is partially constructed, of course, with the help of SFA Construction Management. That's been a great partnership. But May 17th is, be there.
I will be there and be square, promise. But just a broader question, what is like SFA's main involvement with the Village? Like SFA students going there after college and living in homes, like how could you like broaden up that question?
Well, we have spoken with SFA since really the beginning, and have a lot of opportunities for involvement. As Constance mentioned, the construction management, the nursing class, the psychiatric nursing, they counted us as clinicals that counted for class credit, coming out there weekly for several semesters. The social work department is now getting more involved with us, which is wonderful. We do need a lot of help. Currently, we don't pay. We're making this work. none of the staff, including us, makes a penny. We do offer free rent for mentors, live-in mentors, and SFA students are not living on site, but I foresee a lot of opportunities in the future to partner with us. There's so many opportunities. There agriculture, we've had dialogues at least with a culinary school, and hopefully things like that will.
I can offer just another thought, because community service has become such a valuable thing within our community itself, and people are always looking for a way to extend. If you work all day and you have a job outside the community but still have that need to give and serve and support, folks come over all the time and spend. So even if a student graduates from SFA, just knowing that our place is available to do some extra work, we're starting to have families come and just spend the day with us, and I think that's a fantastic thing. So we're very open to community service, and I think that's important to understand as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
and it's been exciting just to see how excited some of the students are, when they catch wind of our vision and our mission, and it pulls at the heartstrings of certain people. So we want it to be something that that people can jump on board with and help in whatever capacity they feel led. So it's been very much appreciated.
That's really awesome. I really love the Village Nac's impact. How can we contact you guys for the viewers?
Our website is probably the easiest way, thevillagenac.com, and you'll find our phone number and address on the website. It's probably the easiest way. We also have a Facebook page, so you can keep up with what's happening.
All right. Well, it was wonderful talking to you guys. That's all we have for today. Laura, Thank you again for joining us, Laura and Constance, and thank you, our amazing viewers, for watching. If you'd like to see more episodes of SFA All Access, you can always find us on YouTube at Jax TV SFA. Axum!